All right, y'all. Welcome. Say y'all, we gotta do a podcast show today. I ain't been in here in a week or two, and I seen something on Facebook, and it made me want to just come on today and just get right to it. And anybody listen to the show, you can call in 214-254-0221 because I need for y'all to be a part of this show here because we're gonna get deep with this here. And my question, and I got it's gonna be a like a two-part show today. The first part is gonna be about like why do why do women wish to be side chicks or side pieces or whatever, as Poker Bear would say. You know, my side piece. You know, I left home, whatever case may be. But we're gonna jump right into it. Then the other part is gonna be I seen on Facebook today where mom asked her grown son, her very grown son that lives in her house, to take trash out 2 3 days, and the trash sit in there, and he just in there playing the game all day every day, and then she come in and ask him to take the trash out. And anyway, I get off until I ain't gonna spoil it. I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna get to it in a minute, but I want y'all to be a part of it. So my first part is why do uh why do women choose to be side pieces? And I got in studio by phone guest with me. I'm not gonna tell y'all what her name is, but she volunteered to be a part of the show here, and we may ask her a question or two, but she's on the line with us. And caller number one, how you doing?
Doing just fine.
All right. She said you can catch her going down the highway in her 18 wheeler, and her handle is Breaker 19 Pretty Lady coming through. So hey y'all can address it as Breaker 19 Pretty Lady coming through. So Breaker 19 Pretty Lady, thank you for being on the show with us, and uh not saying that you have a lot of experience. I mean, I don't know, a lot of experience at being I'm just making conversation. We're gonna make show smooth, but in your observation, because I know you done seen, and you may even have somebody that you know that has participated in being the side piece. And why is it that some women they settle for being a side piece?
No
And
attachment.
say it again.
No attachment.
No attachment. Okay, no attachment. And then not only that, we this it's not. I mean, let me say this, y'all. It's not gonna be a one-sided show where we just bashing women because we're not bashing women. We just got a show. We got the right wingers, we got the left wingers, and we got those in the middle that just do not care about being nothing. They'll cheat with your husband, they'll cheat with your boyfriend, they'll be a side piece, they'll be whatever. They just enjoy life and they just don't have no boundaries. And I ain't gonna say no morals, but they just don't have no boundaries right now. And it's just one of those things that so uh you say no attachment. We see it all the time that some women and they brag about it. They don't care. They just figure, hey, as long as the man is doing something for me, that's all that matters. He give me what I need. He pay this over it. He pay that over there, and it shouldn't necessarily be like that, but it is. And you know, it's gonna it's gonna come upon a time to where it end up costing you, and hopefully it won't cost you your life one day playing them games like that because you can't play with nobody's feelings. You know, when people care about you and deal with you, whatever case me, they don't want their feelings hurt. If they put their all into it and then to find out that you out there doing any and everything with any and everybody, it's just not a good feeling. So caller number one, Breaker 19, Pretty Lady coming through. Have you seen a classic case of it, or do you know anybody? And just keep in mind, don't nobody know who you are, but if you know somebody that's been through or you witnessed a similar situation.
I have.
Oh yeah, you see. Okay, let us hear. What did you see? What did you witness, and what was your thoughts?
Well, totally, I don't agree with as far as what people choose to do. But I know a lot of women feel like they are lonely. They can't find a man, so they choose to, go with someone else's husband, and that's their comfort. They feel like they have to have someone, and that's what they choose to go with, which is not, acceptable in my book. But yeah, I've witnessed some people who have done that before.
Okay. And they when they do it, they are so comfortable doing it. I mean, it just,
Exactly.
I mean, especially, and then you can go to some type of outing with this person, and he just pulls up, and it's like his family just look at him, and then just accept it. It just ain't no shame in nobody's game, knowing that sometimes the women builder portraying like people don't know that he has a number one or he has a wife or girlfriend, but when he pull up with you, she acting like she just the only person that's in the
Mm-hmm.
relationship, and just don't know how people are looking at her and saying what they saying. And uh I don't know. I don't know. I wish I got
I
it.
feel like some people,
Go
they
ahead.
are comfortable.
They comfortable?
Absolutely.
Okay. I had a young lady came in a few minutes ago when I was preparing to go live here, and she was basically saying that she ain't nobody's side piece because her dad is only child, and I asked her and I invited her to come back. She said she's gonna come back because I want her to sit in on the set so we can Q&A her. But how can you ever be comfortable? I mean, I ain't gonna ask you because you can be comfortable, but how can you ever be comfortable being somebody else's side piece, knowing that you are never gonna be? I can't say you never gonna be because it's a possibility that you can become more than
Mm-hmm.
what's put out there, and it's just one of those things that being a side piece, it's just a common thing now. So we'll just call it we'll call it starting on Friday. We'll call it Side Piece Friday because a lot of side piece action Side Piece Friday. A lot of side pieces take action on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And no, we don't have no side piece. Side piece Friday. So I got a guy. No, side piece women. I got a guy just walked in, and he said that he the side piece king. If uh
Mm.
if it ain't no side piece, he don't want it. He don't care about
Oh,
having no dude. He don't care about none of that.
wow.
You hear that? You hear what he said? Y'all listen to what the walk in just said. He said they're gonna keep it real with the side piece.
Yeah. That's, mm,
So, but
Dude know all that
mm-mm.
woman business, and that woman know all that woman business right around, huh?
you hear what he say?
They be gossip.
They
I
be they
can't
they,
hear.
they be gossiping, pillow talking.
Yeah, that woman talk bad about her man to her little boyfriend.
Oh man, you hear that, caller? You hear that?
But it go both
I
ways,
didn't
don't it,
hear.
huh?
You did? You hear what he said?
I did not.
Oh, okay. Caller, you sit right there in front of the mic right there and say again what you just said. He did what he said was he said when the side piece and the dude be together, or the dude and his side piece be together, they know about each other's significant other business because they sit there and pillow talk, and she know all his business and she know all her business, and they just sitting right there and just spill their guts because they side piece and they just telling it all.
That's what I heard.
So opening themselves up to a late edition of Jerry Springer show. They're gonna be in court because somebody gonna be in front of the prosecutor. Why did you kill your
Mm,
husband? Why did you kill your girlfriend?
mm,
You have an obligation. If it ain't working out, just walk away.
That's how you think when a dude get caught and she run to the side piece. Girl, I know all your business. You ain't been doing. I know you. That nigga been telling them.
Oh man.
And then when the nigga confront the other nigga, well, nigga, you ain't been able to pay the rent. I've been helping.
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't know that.
Hey, call. So what he just said was when they pillow talking and then the two guys running to each other, and he said the first thing the side piece say is, "I've been helping her pay the rent because you ain't been able to pay all the rent." So he's saying the other man ain't supposed to know all that unless she and she and pillow talking, telling all their business what's going on at the house. So now
wow.
the dude feels some type of way, and then it's up in the air now.
They done went past just.
Mm,
They done went past just having sex.
mm,
Now they in each
mm.
other's personal life.
Oh my God.
So we don't just meet up and do this. it's real.
So wait a minute. So caller. You said you witnessed it before. What did you actually see?
Well, I mean, I've had some coworkers that interact with some married people, and uh, like you just said, some people will Twitter talk, and they would pretty much tell their problems and issues to the side people that are speaking with their wife or, their husband. So pretty much, it can get dangerous, and can get to a point to where when he is ready or she ready to turn it off, then it could become a big issue. So that's another thing you have to be aware of when you run a side piece of someone.
Okay, so we know that what could possibly happen? What could possibly happen if let's just say what could possibly say if she gets pregnant or she give him a
Yes,
disease and then it pops off that way.
that's what it is.
Oh
I've
my.
I witnessed someone who usually wrote their name in the guy's car. They put names to the underwear to the wife to the spouse. So it can do a lot of things for them.
Oh my. Yeah, it can go on for years. That it can, man. I mean, that's just when I know in some cases, the side dude or the side woman treat them people better than they treat their significant others. So sometimes that keep them around because they feel that they got so much invested to where they can't just up and walk away either way. So you
Hmm.
continue being the side because you don't want to yeah you know too much and you don't want to just walk away and damage their goods. And so hey look out Inez. Hold on, I'm live. I'm live on the air. Don't come and tell me no $30, man. I'm live. We talking about side pieces. Chris, you got a side piece? Hey y'all, I ain't gonna call her. Can I tell them your preference? So I got a young lady just walked in. Her name is Chris, and her name is Stud Chris. So Chris, have you huh? Okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna ask this. I'm gonna ask Chris a quick question. Chris, have you ever stole somebody's woman? So that made you the side piece.
Yeah, and it went on
Ah,
from
you the
there.
side piece.
And look, you knew all they personal business, right?
Oh my god. Oh y'all, that's Stud Chris, y'all. Stud Chris. God no. Say what Chris say she was still your woman. If
Uh-oh.
Chris put that ultimate unlimited arm on it.
oh man, Chris, boy, I tell you. Oh man. Oh man. Hey y'all, this day, man. This is Side Piece Friday. Call into the show.
Discriminate.
They don't discriminate. No, they don't. Oh man. Say look.
Food and something while we
Oh man, Chris boy. Yeah, she did. She
and work her way up. That's it.
Y'all heard that
call? On
call?
the phone with him long enough.
Man.
Uh-uh.
Yeah. Call her.
They say the kids like you automatically.
Yeah. Chris love the kids.
That's everybody.
Yeah, man. What's that?
Uniforms.
Y'all hear that? That dude, this dude walked in the studio. He sound like he been a side dude before. I think he done something. And hey, look, y'all, I'm listening. I don't encourage y'all that, but today is Friday, and we about 10 days. No, we about 10 days before school start back. So hey, huh? Oh yeah, August 11th. All right, Pudge. Happy birthday. Hey y'all, but listen what I'm saying though. It's 10 days, and listen, we don't condone violence on this show. We don't do that. And we don't okay. We don't condone wrongdoing. But if you decide you're gonna be the side, whatever case may be, now it'd be a good if you got kids and your funds is short, them babies need haircuts, and them little girls need their hair done, and you ain't got no money. We don't encourage wrong, but we encourage you to hey do something about it so them kids don't be bullied because the kids can go to school without new uniforms, new shoes, and they become bullied. And we don't want that to happen. But in the midst, let's get back on the topic. Let's get back on the topic. So yeah, Colin, that's that man, and they came in and they just walked in
Mhm.
out off the street there, and they always doing it, walking in the studio, want to be a part of the show. But anybody listening to the show, call in if you've been a side piece and you've done some things that you wasn't necessarily proud of, but you didn't mind being the other woman or the other man. Hey, call in and let us know about it because we want to hear your stories. So yeah, so
Hmm.
we'll be waiting on your call. But we're gonna move until the see we 16 minutes into the hour here. We're gonna move over to the other side topic. So today, call the pretty pink. We got pretty pink. I mean pretty lady on with a breaker 19. Pretty lady's on with us, and she calling from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And thank you. How cold? I mean, how hot is it up there in Milwaukee?
Oh, it's hot.
Oh my God. I
Mhm.
mean, all the ice that melted in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
all the che- all the cheese is gonna melt also. But hey, that's that. But uh, the next part of the show is that I seen on Facebook where a woman asked her son, he may have been between maybe I'm gonna say 18 and 21, and she asked him to take the trash out, and he didn't. 3 days went by, he hadn't took the trash out. So Mama came down and say, "Didn't I ask you to take that trash out?" And she snatched the game and he jumped up like he's gonna swing on his mama. And she went on
Mm.
and on, and then he just told her, "Take your ass back upstairs." This is how he talked to his mama. And he said it again. So the boyfriend came down and got in his face like he's for the swing on her. And mama said, "Wait,
Mhm.
wait, wait, wait. That's my baby. No, that's my son. That's my son. You can't do
Mhm.
that to him." And the boyfriend turned around and looked at mom, and then the boy said, "Yeah, with your goofy ass," or something like that. And then he for swang on him again. Then mama said, "Wait, wait, wait, that's my son. You can't hit my son like that." And boyfriend said, "Well, I pay all the bills around. He don't pay nothing around here. He can take the trash out. It's a lot more he can do around there. Matter of fact, he can unhook that game." And then they kind of got in each other's face, and they was gonna, they sizing each other up. And mom said, "You can't hit my son." And then she said, "Y'all gonna make me choose between the two, you, my boyfriend, and then my son." And then mom, she just had enough. And guess what mom did, y'all?
Mm. What?
Mom told the boyfriend he had to go, and the boyfriend is paying all the bills, and the son don't do nothing. So my question is, when is enough enough? And a lot of time, it's hard to date women when they got want to be grown kids that are disrespectful because it'll put that man in a hell of a spot. And no man should be put in a situation to where he's about to be tricked off the street because of a disrespectful young man or whatever the case may be. And under no circumstances can that ever happen like that. So my question is, was mom wrong for taking her son's side? And caller number one, I'm gonna ask you: was mom wrong or was she right? What is your take on that?
Oh, absolutely. Because at the end of the day, he has to respect, his elders, especially if this particular man is taking care of home and paying all these other bills, and all he needs to do is, take out the trash. So you're totally disrespecting your mom and, her gentleman friend. So for her to step in, it's like she's still babying him. He's 21 years old instead of treating him like a young adult, giving him responsibility.
Right. And we've all seen classic cases of where that has happened. And it does take a toll on a relationship. And I don't care how long you've been with a person, how much a person say they love you, under no circumstances do you put your kids, especially when your significant other, and if you say you love him and he's per se the breadwinner in the house, you don't put your son. That's just my opinion. you don't put your son or your kids before that, because at the end of the day, you know you got a disrespectful son or daughter, and when he's
Right.
gone, they still gonna be there disrespecting you. And now your significant other or your potential bread when he's gone now, and then he done moved
Mhm.
on. And not only that, but you got to look at it from the emotional standpoint. You know, to walk on a man's ego like that and to make him
Mhm.
feel that small like that, it's just not a good feeling, and it shouldn't be done like that. So, caller,
Right.
what would be your recommendation to someone that's dealing with something like that, that has a disrespectful child, and they even think about putting a disrespectful child before they significant other? It just ain't no room for it. But I just want to hear your opinion, your take on it.
You know, with a situation like that, I wasn't raised to disrespect my elders. It seemed like that mother allowed that child to get away with a lot of things, to where he was stepping in her face and telling her certain things that was disrespectful. And the man stood up as a man to protect the woman to say, hey, this is your man. You need to get up and pick up, take the trash out like she said. When it became physical, when he started disrespecting him as a man, like you said, it made him feel as a man belittled with the things that he was doing to him, bucking up to him and getting ready to fight him. And the mom like, hold on, wait a minute, you can't do that. That's my son. But if you let that man be a man and discipline your child the right way, he wouldn't be where he's at now. But I feel like, keeping the, keep this man out, and now she's going to be responsible for all the bills and herself, and she's going to see because evidently the son is not even working. He's just on, sitting up there playing video games, which is unfair, to talk to someone that is actually taking care of the household. So you let that man have to do over your son. I get it. That's your son. He's will always be your son. But at the end of the day, she needs to have that child discipline and to respect, someone that is older than him.
Right,
So,
right. You summed it up well. And I think with this generation, we got a lot of parents that's too busy trying to be friends with the kids,
right.
and that starts when a kid is small. You get a kid everything he want, and then when the kid you ask a kid, and they can be at the age of 3 or 4 to do something, and that kid rebel on you at that age and won't do it, and you got to tell that kid several times to do this and don't do that, it becomes an issue. And then only when it
Mhm.
becomes the issue is that when the kids started getting older, then it's up in the air then, and you can't tell that kid nothing. And now you sitting there
Mhm.
looking like Boo Boo the fool because you can't tell your baby nothing. And then
Right.
when the kid gets out there in public, that kid don't have no respect for grown ups. Then and he want to try to talk to grown folks crazy. It's just like right across my studio there's a neighborhood store, and I don't care how much crack you smoke, how much heroin you use, how much you drink. At the end of the day, you still an adult. And I watch how these young boys come up on the corner, man, 14 and 15, trying to hustle with them case man big, and then they talk crazy to these people, these grown folk, because just because they got an addiction, that don't give you the right to talk crazy to them and want to jump on them and fight them and all that. And I don't condone wrong, and I don't like it. But the minute something happens to one of these young people, first thing they say is, my baby didn't deserve that. My baby didn't do this. My baby didn't do it. Your baby's up here doing everything because you don't know what your baby's doing, and your baby's been out of control for a long time. And when somebody try to tell you, you automatically took your baby's side. Your baby don't go to school. Your baby's at school being disrespectful, and that's. I mean, but the first thing you say is, my baby didn't do it. My baby didn't deserve it.
Right.
And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but everything that happened to your baby, 9 times out of 10, and I could be wrong for this, but that's okay. You can judge me. This ain't got nothing to do with the call. This ain't got nothing to do with the studio or the podcast. I mean, all the other nonprofit. This is my opinion. Kelvin McGee. Your baby deserved all that because your baby's been out of control for a long time, and you the reason you condone that. And Shame on you.
Right.
Shame on you. Stop be parents. Have
Right.
some type of parental involvement in what your kids have going on in school. A lot of parents don't even know what the kids doing in school. Don't even know what grade the kids in. Go a whole year,
Right.
didn't know that your son ain't been to school all year. He leave out the house like he going to school, but he up on the block hustling. Only when he get
Right.
caught is when you find out he ain't been to school.
Mm.
So that's on a lot of these young parents, man. But anyway, that's another show. That's another show. But parents, I'm gonna say this here. Stop Stop taking your kids' side when they wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Stop women. Stop making men feel less of a man.
Right.
Men, stop putting your hand on these women out here because you feel like the women are disrespectful or the women don't do it quite what you say that they need to do. You don't have to. You can be in a relationship. You don't have to put your hands on nobody. All y'all do is have effective communication. If you're talking to him and he listening and his understanding is great, fine. You're gonna have a great relationship. But the minute y'all start all that arguing and rebelling on each other and feel like he can't tell you nothing and she can't tell you nothing, it's an issue. And it's just easy to walk away because in the end, somebody's gonna get hurt, whether it's physically or mentally. Walk away.
Right.
Keep your hands to yourself. And that's all I got to say. So hey, uh with the 27-minute mark, Alex, I just wanted to come on and ain't nobody called in yet. I'm gonna check my comments here and see if anybody left a comment because what we was talking about here. But anyway, we got caller number 100 breaking 19. Pretty lady coming through is on with us here, all the way from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Want to thank her for being on and again with the
Thank
27
you.
mark, and we're gonna get ready to get off in a minute because, like I said, and then we can always crank it back up and have a part two this year. But I just wanted to come on and just open it up just for a tad bit, and uh, I'm next time I'm gonna have a panel next time here, so they can be on the set over there. And normally my engineer is in here, the engineer, and then I normally have somebody here where I can host and converse with them one on one out over on the set. But since it's just me and I have to sit over in the control center and run everything over here. But we're gonna get ready to get off here so we can figure out what's going on here and just try to be better advocates when it comes to promoting promise for our kids and making sure that our kids are doing the right thing. So again, thanks for being on the show. And we talked about side piece, being a side piece. And let me say this before I get off here. Ladies, and this is to the guys. There's somebody out there for everybody. This is my closing thought. There's somebody out there for everybody. You you don't have to sell for somebody else's man. You don't have to sell for somebody else's woman. Go out there and just put it out there and ask for whatever it is that you want out of a man, out of a woman. And just be true. Don't be out there trying to be controlling right off the top, whatever case may be, because controlling don't get you nowhere. It just gets you out. And same thing. Women, stop stop putting your kids over your boyfriend because you're gonna run that man off. So hey, I just want to say that there. We finna get ready to wrap it up here. We at the 29.5 minute mark, so we got 30 seconds before we get off the air here. Again, I want to say thank you for being a part of this here this evening. Like I said, I just wanted to come on and it was something on my mind and I just wanted to share it with everybody. And we're gonna get ready to get up out of here. That's my great podcast. It's your host, Mr. Kelvin McGee. Thank y'all. Say, hey man, we'll do it again here. Just bear with me 1 second, y'all. We out.